Lobsterman, Maine's first superheroes. The saga continues. Returning to the topic of background of Lobsterman and Glamdigger. In issue 4 or 5, I think 5, we introduced a new character, not to the Lobsterman's world, not to the Lobsterman universe, but what was going to be a spin-off comic. And the character was Colonel Chaos and his cosmic commandos, long before Buzz Lightyear, long before any of that silliness from Disney. Colonel Chaos was an intergalactic law enforcement, and they covered everything from speeding, ludicrous speed was against the law kind of stuff. And in the beginning scenes, you actually have a billboard like we used to have in Maine. And behind it was a cruiser with the Space Rangers, or whatever you want to call them, the Cosmic Commandos, waiting, speed trap. And suddenly flies by this spaceship, and they go after it, only to find out that it was one of the two alien species, the dweebs. And the reason they were called the dweebs was that's the only word, dweeb. But dweeb could be a sentence or a paragraph or a full page of dialogue. And we relied on the narrator's box to interpret what it was when the dweebs said dweeb, 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 dweeb. Conversations between several dweebs, each of them saying dweeb. That silliness. And we had another character who was evil. He was 10 times the villain of Enrique Calamari. And it did bleed over. This character was a wannabe dictator, emperor, space terrorizing kind of guy. He came to Earth in the episodes of 8 and 9, or issues 8 and 9, where we introduced the Legion of Superheroes. Lobsterman and Glamdigger, Seahorse, Sand Dollar, the Backwoodsman, and the Albatross all received invitations to attend this Legion of Superheroes conference out of state. I don't know, Connecticut or someplace. And it was almost like a Comic-Con, everybody was all dressed up in their costumes, even the EX-Men and Underdog and the Incredible Schmuck. And yes, that was our version of the Hulk. He was always had a bad attitude, always sulking, sulk bad, sulk sad, sulk sulking. And Super Guy was this narcissistic prick, and one of the scenes is Wonder Woman is talking to Sue Storm, or actually Wondrous Woman, and Sue Catastrophe. But anyway, they're standing at the bar, and up comes Super Guy, and he's glancing at their private parts, or trying to, and he's frustrated. He can't understand why he can't see. And Wonder Gal leans over and whispers to Sue Catastrophe that she's got lead-lined underpants. So, yeah, she was on to him. Anyway, that was just some of the funny stuff. And Brian and I had a riot doing that. We never finished the Legion of Superheroes series. We wrote number 11, but we never raised the money, and we never actually went, to get it printed. And then Brian came down sick, and Bump had passed away. So Bump passing away took the wind out of Brian's sails, and Bump was my favorite artist. He was very Jack Kirby-ish. Everything was dramatic and everything was proportionate, but it was overblown. Like nobody has muscles like that, not even Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. But great art. Anyway, when Brian passed away, it killed me. It just killed Lobsterman altogether. I'm hoping, to resurrect Lobsterman. And like I said in one of the previous episodes here on my channel, I don't know which. I don't know if I'm going to, carry on Lobsterman as Lobsterman's main first superhero, or if I'm going to continue and just do some flashbacks and some, ghostly apparition clam digger appearances or what. But rest assured, it's in my mind. I'm formulating ideas, and I have some, great ideas for it. But I'm also focusing on, what to do about Lobsterman the movie. I don't know whether to do it in a cartoon form or live action format. I think it would be, more costly to do the live action because you've got to pay actors and you've got to deal with their egos and you've got all of this other crap. Site locations and property masters and, dealing with producers and all this other stuff. If I did it in animation, I could pretty much do it all myself, with practice and with time. Thing is, I'm 65 years old this year, and I don't know how long I'm going to live. I don't even know if I'm going to live to get out of the Philippines. But I am grateful for all of the fans of Lobsterman and Clam Digger, Maine's first superheroes. And I hope that you'll continue to support me and Brian, even though it's posthumously for Brian. His spirit is still with me. I can feel it. And to that, I think I'm going to wrap up this series.